Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Rock the Rockies Zoom call for Thursday night. I am Mary Ashford. I'm a Pro 6 in the Denver area, and I'm currently practicing pharmacist and been in LifeVantage 5.5-ish years. And I have the distinct pleasure and honor of introducing Shannon Shine, who is one of my business partners. So quite an honor to be able to introduce her tonight. Shannon is one of the top leaders in this industry, and she is sought after for her leadership and training skills all over LifeVantage. Some of you may recognize her from her weekly Friday morning Zoom culture calls, which I hope if you haven't been on, you get on. They are absolutely phenomenal. Shannon is a recovering attorney. She was an estate planning attorney. She has two 16-year-old children who are twins, a boy and a girl, and a husband, Dave. Prior to being an attorney, she was a tax accountant. So all the things that I really hate, she was good at. So we're good partners here in this business. She also has a creative side to her where she worked in interior design. So I'm going to use her for many other things besides a wonderful mentor in this business. But anyway, it is my distinct pleasure and honor to introduce Shannon Shine to you tonight. You guys, you are in for a breath of fresh air, and I know you're going to learn a lot, so put your listening ears on, and if you have that wonderful drink Axio with you, take a sip and get ready to go. Shannon, you're on.
Thank you so much, Mary. My gosh, it's such an honor to be doing this business with you. And you guys, I have to throw it back to Mary. She is just such a person of integrity and such the type of caliber of person that comes into LifeVantage. So it's such a blessing to me to be doing this business with you, Mary, and going on this journey with you. So I am going to follow my little instructions here so I can share my screen with you guys. Let me share my screen. Oops, let me get here. And then, sorry y'all, a couple more things I need to do here before we can get started. And go up to presentation mode. Oops. Let me get out of presentation mode. Hang on, because I have to go up to slide number 1. See, anybody can do this. You don't have to be technologically savvy, because I certainly am not. So, welcome. Thank you for joining us tonight. Thank you for spending some time with us. This is me, a picture of me. I'm going to share information with you, let you know that you are at the right place at the right time. I'm going to share information for products and business, where we are going, and what this could mean for you. So my story, I have been in LifeVantage for 6 years, almost exactly. I joined in August of 11. My background was law, like Mary said, and I had always followed the mantra, go to school, get good grades, you can get a good job that will pay you good money so that you can have an easy life. Well, I always felt like I held up my end of that bargain, but the other end where I got enough money to have the easy life never came through. So I really, talking to more and more people, I really feel like that works for so few people. So I was looking, I'll tell you why I was looking. I was not looking for anything like LifeVantage, but I watched an ABC Primetime Investigative Report. Hopefully you've all seen it. If you haven't, get with the person who invited you. And after watching that ABC Primetime, I knew that I was taking the product. I knew my whole family, we were going to be taking the product. So I went to a meeting to hear more information. I opened my ears, I investigated the industry, and remember, I knew I had to make a change and do something different. So, is this you? This was me. My husband had a startup business, and I was nervous because we had, like Mary said, we had 2 kids. They were in private school. We had a mortgage, and we had all the other money things that needed to be paid. I had to make more money. I had to contribute more to my family than I was doing, but I did not want to practice law again because I did not want to give the best of me to my clients and to the other people in the law firm and be that grumpy mommy and that grumpy wife when I got home. I was looking for something different. So what about you? What about the people you love? Is this their life? You never know what's going on behind people's doors. Are they worried about health? Are they worried about their finances? Are they stressed out? Everyone is living too crazy busy of a life, and it's not supposed to be that way. We're not here to be busy from the time we get up till the time we go to bed. Life is meant to be enjoyed. We're meant to spend it with each other. We're supposed to be connecting with each other. We're not supposed to only be working. So who is LifeVantage? We are a publicly traded company, traded on the NASDAQ. And what does that mean to be publicly traded? That means transparency. We are open in 10 countries. We've just opened Germany this month. We are the leaders in nutrigenomics. What does that word mean? Look at the slide. If anyone's on the phone and can't see the slide, I'll be trying to read, let you know what's on the slides. Nutrigenomics is the scientific study of the effects of nutrients and natural compounds on gene expression. It means with our natural substances, we are manipulating the body, the biology of the body, so that it performs at its best. And you will hear this word more and more. The Today Show just did a segment on nutrigenomics at the end of August. So we've heard for decades that we need to take antioxidants for optimal health. But the current information shows that taking antioxidants is not doing what we hoped it would do. It's still, of course, very important to eat right and make good health choices. But what we have learned is that making your own antioxidants is truly 1,000,000 times more effective than taking them. So what is our LifeVantage story? In 2005, ABC Primetime did that investigative report featuring the final formulator of our flagship product, Dr. McCord. You can see on this slide here, abclivet.com. You can go there to see the ABC Primetime, and right under that is a picture of Dr. McCord. This is where our story starts. We were a biotech company initially, selling product at health food stores and in infomercials, but we were going bankrupt in the process. No one understood what Protandim was, how it worked, or why it was so important. The clerk at the health food store did not have the knowledge nor the time to share with the people who were coming in through the doors. That ABC Primetime did one thing. It showed that taking Protandim turned back the hands of time at the cellular level by an average of 40% within 30 days. From 2005 to 2009, our products sat on retail shelves. Slowly, the company was going bankrupt. In 2009, a side-by-side comparison of sales was done with retail sales and network marketing, and guess what? The network marketing blew the retail sales numbers out of the water. Protandim had a story that needed to be explained. So once the ABC Primetime aired, that's when all these different hospitals and universities started adding Protandim into their own studies on oxidative stress. You can see some of those on the slide here. Colorado State, LSU, the National Institute of Health, Harvard, Virginia Commonwealth, the American Heart Association. At this point, we have 23 peer-reviewed studies on Protandim. No other natural supplement has anything like this. And it's important to know that these studies were done on Protandim itself, not just the ingredients in Protandim. So what exactly does Protandim do? Protandim activates a NRF2 pathway in your cells, a protein messenger to our nucleus. It wakes up your survival genes to activate and optimize our own production of antioxidant enzymes, including glutathione, anti-inflammatory enzymes, and anti-fibrotic enzymes. Now, I had no idea what any of that meant. Remember, medicine is not my background, but what I did understand was that everyone has oxidative stress. This reduced oxidative stress, and I looked at the website that was on the prior slide, Pubmed.gov, and I typed in oxidative stress and any health issues that were in my family, my husband's family, and I knew that we were taking this product. So this NRF2 pathway, what exactly is NRF2 activation? The importance of it is getting out. In 2015, Washington State University called NRF2 activation the most extraordinary therapeutic and most extraordinary preventative breakthrough in the history of medicine. That's huge. Medical research on NRF2 has skyrocketed in the past years, in the past few years, and you will hear more about nutrigenomics and also about NRF2. This is cutting edge health information. So we do not claim through Protandim to be able to prevent, cure, treat, mitigate any disease, and the FDA would not approve us saying anything like that. What we can say is that Protandim is the only product in the world that reduces oxidative stress by an average of 40% in 30 days, and that has been proven by our studies. And we also know that oxidative stress is at the root of over 200 diseases. So what exactly is oxidative stress? It is the rusting of our cells. Look around this slide. These are the things that cause oxidative stress. What jumps out at you? Radiation, drugs, pollution, poor diet, inflammation, pesticides, alcohol, smoking, stress, injury, infection, aging, excessive or inadequate exercise. All of this leads to free radical damage, to oxidative stress, to cellular aging, disease, and death. See the visual of the apple right there? That's showing what actually, it's a metaphor of what is happening inside of our bodies with oxidative stress. What does oxidative stress affect? It affects every system in the body. Take a look around the slide at the effects. MS, Alzheimer's, heart disease, cancer, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue, gout, RA. Pubmed.gov shows over 178,000 peer-reviewed studies on oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a huge deal. If you want to do your own research, you can go to Pubmed.gov, or you can look at Google Scholar, scholar.google.com, and go there instead of just regular Google, because Google Scholar contains the validated research where Google can have just a lot of opinions on it. So go get actual valid research. Here's a screenshot of the Pubmed.gov, how many studies on oxidative stress. This shows it's almost 179,000. I took this screenshot, I think it was last week. Here is a screenshot of the studies on Protandim. If you type Protandim in the search bar, this is showing 22, but we have 23 studies published now. But what I want to direct your attention to is number 4 right here. This study was done by the National Institute of Aging, which is a division of the National Institute of Health, which is our government. This is a federally funded study. And the study compared other natural products and showed that Protandim was the only product that increased lifespan and health span by an average of 7%. The study was done on Protandim, not just on the ingredients in Protandim. And you know what? Nothing else exists that can say it extends health span and lifespan. So what exactly is in Protandim? Look at the slide. Here's a picture of the herbs: milk thistle, bacopa, ashwagandha, turmeric, and green tea. And some of you may say, oh, you know, I take some of those. But the special thing about Protandim is the exact ratio that Dr. McCord put these herbs in. It's the synergy of the ratio of the ratio of the herbs that makes it the special thing that it is. It is also patented. So keep that in mind as we when we transition to talk about business. Let's talk about glutathione a little bit. I mentioned it on the slide before. It is the master antioxidant in our body. It is the master detoxifier in each cell. It is our first line of protection against chemicals and toxins. And one of our earlier studies showed that taking Protandim upregulates our own production of glutathione by 300%. And who doesn't want more protection for their body, right? Okay, animals too, they have oxidative stress too. People were giving their horses, dogs, cats, goats, everything, Protandim. So the company came out with a pet tandem for dogs because guess what? Animals get the same types of diseases that we do. You've always heard that 1 human year is 7 dog years. I think I said that the right way. They have 7 times the oxidative stress that we have as humans. Dogs love this. They think it's a treat. And our pets, who doesn't want to have their pets feel better too? Many horses are also on our product. Protandim Nerf 1 is the most recent product to be released, and that works on producing healthy mitochondria. You may remember from maybe high school biology that mitochondria produce cellular energy, or ATP. And as we age, the mitochondria don't work as well. They're damaged by inflammation and oxidative stress. And since they're our energy source, if our energy source is damaged, that results in a decline in our energy level. So when you activate your NRF1 pathway this time, you're increasing the number and the strength of your mitochondria. It's like putting gas back in your car. So what did people feel? What did they notice? What did they report when they were taking the NRF1? Increased stamina, better sleep, better focus, better memory, more dreams, which means you're longer in that REM state, which is a deeper sleep and better body repair. Look around the slide at the what mitochondrial dysfunction, how that can appear with health issues: Parkinson's, autism, chronic fatigue, Huntington's, Alzheimer's, epilepsy, fibromyalgia. Lots and lots of health issues can appear. Okay, moving on to our other products that we have. Our skincare system also contains NRF2 technology. Look around this slide at the differences that people captured on film. On the picture on the left, this gentleman used only product on one half of his face for 30 days. That's pretty dramatic, isn't it? As well as those other pictures. So what's our largest organ in our body? It's our skin. Our skincare system works at the cellular level to repair skin. It is a 4-part system. It's non-GMO, no parabens, no petrolatum, no sulfates, and it's gluten-free. The four-part system I'll go over. Number 1 is the cleanser. It cleans without stripping the skin's natural oils. It's pH balanced. There's no chemicals. Number 2 is the perfecting lotion. There is the most NRF2 in this one. I kind of explained it. It's similar to a toner, ladies, but not really at all because there's no alcohol in it, so it's in a class by itself. What does it do? It makes skin look brighter and more luminous and helps diminish discoloration. I truly use it all over, from my hair to my heels. Number 3 is the eye serum. It is safe for both upper and lower lids, smooths crow's feet, reduces puffiness and dark circles. Number 4 is the anti-aging cream. Remember My Big Fat Greek Wedding? If you guys saw that movie, the dad was always spraying Windex on things that he didn't like on the skin. Well, this is my Windex in the house. And yes, we use it as a moisturizer, but we also use it on kitchen burns, sunburns, acne, bug bites, anything that's on the skin. I say go put the anti-aging cream on it. It's excellent for aftershave. It repairs at the cellular level. So this last piece I'm reading from one of the conferences. We submitted this to a conference in Zurich. We showed that this was more effective than retinol. The conclusions presented at the conference showed that using the number 4 had skin restructuring effects with visible improvement at all skin layers while no inflammation was detected. So these are not just slightly inflaming the skin to give it a little bit of a lessening of wrinkles. Absolutely not. There's no inflammation going on. These products are actually activating the skin's regenerative cellular response. So who doesn't want to look better, right? Okay, this is our weight management system. There are also 4 parts to this system as well. The pictures on this slide show some of the effects that people who were involved in using the whole weight management system and showing their results. The cleanse, very gentle. It removes toxins from the body, reduces waste buildup. The probiotic, good gut flora, is so incredibly important. There's a huge connection between gut flora and optimal brain function. The probiotic also includes an ingredient to boost the immune system. It is also coated to survive the stomach and get to the intestines where it needs to deposit the flora. Typically, if you hear people saying, well, I already take a probiotic, what I have learned is about 60% of the probiotics are destroyed in the stomach, but because ours is BioTrack coded, it gets about 90% of it gets to the gut. I am passionate about gut health, and I am in love with this probiotic. The third piece of this is a fat burner that targets the toxic visceral fat that's so hard to reach. It's not a thermogenic. It's not revving up the body and giving you the shakes. That wouldn't be good. This is reducing abdominal fat, waist size, and hip circumference. And I always tell people, make sure you take your measurements before so you can see the new you coming out. The protein shake, fast and slow absorption, so you're not hungry when you consume it and you remain satisfied longer. It increases lean body mass and supports quick workout recovery. There's no soy, no GMO. It's made from happy cows, non-RBST cows. This next slide is showing our Smart Energy beverage. I had never had an energy drink before. The ones that you see at the grocery shelves, they're full of sugar, caffeine, and chemicals, and they rev up the body, and when you crash from them, they leave you in a more fatigued state. This is nothing like that. This is what I call or what a lot of us call our executive function beverage. It works on anything mood, energy related, mood, motivation, focus. We have caffeinated and non-caffeinated. And the caffeine is from green tea, so it's a healthy caffeine source. What else does it contain? B vitamins for optimal health and positive mood, L-theanine for alertness, learning performance, focus, and easy task switching. I'll tell you, my kids absolutely drink this before they head out the door for school. Quercetin boosts cellular protection. Monterey pine bark, this improves delivery of oxygen to our cells. And a German study showed that Monterey pine bark improves children's attention, concentration, and motor visual coordination. And there is a lot of data out there on concussions and TBIs with Monterey pine bark. Next, I want to show that I love how the company has bundled some of these products. Most health issues start with an unhealthy gut or high oxidative stress or mitochondrial dysfunction. These are bundled together, so when you purchase them together, you're receiving savings plus free shipping. Same with the beauty system. And it's at the lower there's savings and the free shipping. So when you add anything else to your order as well, you get the whole thing for free shipping. So I love that. So who do you know? Who do you know that is stressed out, in pain, have trouble sleeping, or is having any aging issues? This is a word of mouth business, and we know that the most effective and the most trusted way to get information is through word of mouth. We're always asking, what restaurant, what doctor, what book, should I go see that movie? Is it worth my time? This is all we're doing, is sharing information word of mouth. And the world is changing. The way business is being done is changing. We've all heard about how Amazon is purchasing Whole Foods. Amazon, who we used to just look to for ordering books, now you can get everything there, and pretty soon you're going to get your fresh peaches and apples there too. Commerce is changing. People are not staying in one job for a long time. Corporate America isn't allowing that, and people don't want to do that. People want to be working from home. Uber says, get your side hustle on. And, when you think about it, how sad that people have to have a side hustle to make ends meet. I took an Uber from the airport a few weeks ago, and the woman worked till 4 a.m. every weekend night just to make ends meet. I said, when do you sleep? So people are embracing a gig economy. People are embracing doing different things. And the best way to earn money is to recognize a trend before others do. So this is definitely the way of the future. And I also have to share, I read an article about how retail is going to be changing, and retail is the largest employer of people, but we're not going to be shopping retail the way that we used to. So business is changing. Let's take a quick look at these retirement trends. This is from 2015 retirement statistics from the Census Bureau. It shows that the average savings of a 50-year-old, $42,797 that's really not going to go very far once they hit retirement, right? And looking at the colored, the highlighted colors here on the slide, out of 100 people who start working at age 25, by the age of 65, 1% will be considered wealthy. That's one person out of, if you're looking at 100 people. How many have adequate capital stowed away for retirement? 4%. 3% still working. The number dependent on Social Security, friends, relatives, or charity is 63%. So this is kind of scary when you're looking at these numbers. People are not prepared to take care of themselves financially. There, of the minority of people who are positioned well financially, they may still be looking for a way to contribute in a meaningful way. They're looking for maybe that encore career. This could be it. We are helping people in ways that we can be very proud of, helping people with their health, helping people with their finances. Let's talk a little bit more about trends. Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, wrote The Business of the 21st Century, and it was all about network marketing. That's not where he made his money, but he recognizes a trend too. And here's a shocking number: 186,000 people join a network marketing company each week. People are looking. I spoke with a woman a few weeks ago, and she said, all of my friends are doing a business like this, different businesses like this. I see this is the new trend. 85% of women who make 6 figures do it through network marketing. Ladies, we are natural connectors. We share, we talk, and this is the perfect place to earn money doing it while you're helping people. This profession is second only to the amount of income revenue earned by professional athletes. So that should give you a picture of the potential for the amount of income that can be earned and how huge that is if that is second only to professional athletes. Okay, this next slide, this is the one that got me because I've never been first to anything. And this was the one that excited me. First, before even looking at the timing for positioning, remember that we are the leaders in nutrigenomics. We are years ahead of any of the competition, and how exciting it is to be with a company that's at the cutting edge of health. But then, too, the positioning for people coming in is fabulous. The Direct Sales Association says if you're one of the first 135,000 distributors in a market, which I read in a country, you are first, and worldwide we have less than 80,000 distributors. So this is what made me say yes to the business. If you're looking at the screen here, it shows that we are not yet at critical mass. Once you hit critical mass, you go up into momentum, where 80% of the growth of a company happens during momentum. This business opportunity is at the place where if you come in and you work and you are coachable, you could change the trajectory of your family's financial state for generations. And again, you can be so confident and proud of the products that we're offering and the people that you're surrounding yourself with. So here's a slide on compensation. This just came out last week or the week before. This focuses on the residual payments that are earned by the different levels. So take a look at some of these highlighted ones. At the level of a Pro 3, the monthly average of a Pro 3 is $580 a month. That's around the amount of money that would have been needed to save some people for foreclosure of their homes. At the levels of 5, 6, and 7, these are a level of a 5, that's about $30,000 annually, excellent part-time income. A Pro 6 averages about $70,000. That income exceeds the U.S. average income. And for a Pro 7, the annual average there would be about $135,000, and that exceeds the top 10 U.S. income earners. The highest amount paid out is to our levels, to our middle ranks, 4, 5s, and 6s. That's where the most of the compensation is paid out. So it's available to everyone. and you say, where would you like to be? It's a conversation for the person who invited you to help you make a plan to get you where you want to be. So what that slide showed was the residual income. Residual income is building an asset, doing the work once, like an author, like a singer, getting paid for it time and time again, versus linear income, where you are trading time for money, or you're making a product and receiving money for that. This is a different mindset. You're building an asset. You're not just earning income. And Robert Kiyosaki explains network marketing as an income generating asset. He said in network marketing, the whole point is not to sell a product, but to build a network, an army of people who are representing the same product or service to share with others. This slide shows Darren Jensen, our CEO. He has taken other network marketing companies to that billion-dollar level where he envisions us to be a billion, then multi-billion-dollar company. He knows how to do it. He's done it before. We are super excited that he's at the helm. Business from Home magazine gave LifeVantage a AAA+ rating. They give that to less than 5% of companies. And look at this circled, this squared box here. Business from Home recommends LifeVantage. There is a high certainty that the net benefit is substantial for a new representative. So when you combine this outside validation of our company from Business from Home magazine with the outside validation of the science behind our products from the different hospitals and universities, already I'm seeing a home run, and I hope you guys agree with me. So how do you join? You can be customer or distributor. Customer orders are about 80% of our sales. You pay the same amount as do distributors. There's no sign-up fees, no minimums, no contracts, no commitments. There is a loyalty and referral program where you can earn free product. You can also join us as a distributor investor, where you're paying the same amount as a customer does and flipping it the other way, but you're also earning commissions and bonuses. And what a lot of our customers have found is that they are referring our products anyway. And so they're thinking they come in as distributors because now they want to get paid for doing it as well. They love our products. So these are the options that you have for joining us in the business. Note that they all come with savings bundled into them. The difference between them is the amount of product that you're getting in your distributor pack. I always advise people to get to the person who invited you on this to figure out which one is best for you. So how do you get paid? I showed you the slide before that talked about the residual piece. We get paid 8 different ways. This one is focusing on the weekly money. Whatever business you put in your business this week, you get paid for it next Friday. And on all new enrollments, you're earning 40%. So you are creating your cash flow while you're building your network of consumers. This was super important to me when I first started because, when you're first starting, you don't have a very big residual piece that you are earning because you don't have customers or organization yet. So this weekly money can be very material amounts. I'm showing you just one slide here on one of the residual ways that we get paid. Once you reach the level of a Pro 7 through Pro 10, Pro 7 on up, the company puts 4% of global revenue each month, not global profit, but global revenue, and puts it into a pie, and this pie is divided among the Pro 7s through Pro 10s in different quadrants. The person who invited you can explain this a little bit more, but this is in addition to all the other compensation you receive. For a Pro 7, it's about an additional $1,200 a month. Pro 8, $3,000. Pro 9, $6,000. Pro 10, an additional $20,000 a month on top of all the other commissions that you're receiving. Here's a picture of a free Jeep. This is super exciting. As a thank you from LifeVantage, once you become an elite distributor and you've maintained that rank, the company gives you a Jeep Wrangler. This is not a lease program. This is a title program. They give you the title. So you may be wondering, can I do this? Take comfort in knowing that our training is stellar. We have local and destination training events. We have webinars. There's YouTubes. You can always pick up the phone and ask questions from a number of people, countless people on your support system. You're never doing this alone. And the fabulous thing is corporate is empowering us with wonderful training because they know that for us to be a billion-dollar company, they're going to pour into us so that we can do that. So one last thing to look at, a professional in network marketing said, he's a professional network marketer, and he said, you know, this little wheel here that shows these 6 pieces of this pie is real. And if you can find a company that has all 6 of these, that is a home run, and you should jump into that company. So we've, starting from the bottom, we've talked about the system with the training system. We've talked about the company with the outside validation by Business from Home and Darren Jensen. We've talked about trends and health and wellness and how commerce is changing. We've talked about the products, the independent science behind it, the compensation. I've showed you the compensation and timing, where we are at as leaders in nutrigenomics and where we are at with the number of people in our company. So we can excitedly put a check mark in each one of these. And that's why we're super excited for you to join us if you feel it's right for you and you can make a huge difference for your family. So what is your plan? You do have a choice here. I encourage everyone, dig the well before you're thirsty. Get back with the person who invited you, get your questions answered, get full information. That's what I did. And I knew, even though I'd never done something like this, I knew I couldn't let it pass me by. I had to do something different because nothing else had ever allowed me to get ahead. This is a fabulous profession. It's about helping others with their health and with their finances. And after 6 years in LifeVantage, I can passionately say that I found my home. So check it out, see if it's for you. If it is, I look forward to welcoming you in person. Thank you for being on tonight. Thank you for your attention. And Mary, thank you for starting us off and for introducing me. Good night.